In the darkest corners of folklore, a haunting figure has captured the human imagination for centuries. Known as vampires, these mythical creatures have lurked in the shadows of myths and legends, captivating and chilling generations of storytellers and enthusiasts alike. But what is the truth behind these mysterious beings? Join us as we embark on a journey to unravel the history, the myths, and the fascinating cultural impact of vampires. The origins of vampire legends can be traced back to ancient civilizations. From Mesopotamia to Egypt and Greece, tales of creatures with an insatiable thirst for blood have circulated, weaving a haunting tapestry of fear and fascination. In these early myths, vampirism was often linked to burial practices, plagues, and unexplained deaths, a reflection of human anxieties about mortality and the unknown. Among the earliest vampire myths in European history lies the Slavic legend of the strigoi. In these regions, people believed that the souls of the deceased could return to the living, seeking revenge or nourishment from the blood of the living. Villagers took elaborate precautions, such as placing garlic in graves and using wooden stakes, to prevent these revenants from rising and terrorizing the living. No discussion about vampires is complete without the mention of Count Dracula. Bram Stoker's iconic novel Dracula, published in 1897, catapulted the vampire lore into modern literature. Inspired by the historical figure Vlad the Impaler, Stoker's creation fused the vampire myths with a chilling tale of seduction and horror. This novel laid the groundwork for modern vampire literature and popularized the vampire as a romantic and enigmatic figure. Throughout history, vampire characteristics have varied, reflecting the diverse cultures that spawned these myths, from the ability to transform into bats to aversion to sunlight. These traits have been molded by each society's beliefs, fears, and superstitions. The notion of immortality, too, often permeates vampire legends, creating a symbol of eternal existence that both captivates and terrifies. One of the most enduring aspects of vampire mythology is their seductive allure. In many tales, vampires are depicted as charismatic beings who prey on their victims' vulnerabilities. This seduction not only adds an element of romance, but also serves as a metaphor for the dangers of desire and temptation. Blood holds a central place in the lore of vampires. Across cultures, blood is often seen as a source of life and vitality. The consumption of blood by vampires represents a parasitic relationship between the living and the undead. This symbolism highlights the complex interplay between life and death, desire and survival. As the 20th century dawned, vampires made their way onto the silver screen, cementing their place in popular culture. From Nosferatu to Bela Lugosi's portrayal of Count Dracula, these early films introduced vampires to a global audience. Over the decades, the vampire genre evolved, blending horror, romance, and action into a diverse array of movies, making stars of iconic characters like Lestat from Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles and the brooding Edward Cullen from Stephenie Meyer's Twilight Saga. Beyond Dracula, Numerous authors have contributed to the vampire literary genre. Anne Rice, for example, brought the vampire narrative into modern-day New Orleans with Interview with the Vampire. Meanwhile, Charlaine Harris's The Southern Vampire Mysteries inspired the wildly popular TV series True Blood. These stories have explored various facets of the vampire mythos, delving into their emotions, relationships, and the impact of immortality on their existence. With the rise of digital media and the internet, vampires have found new avenues to captivate audiences. From video games like the Elder Scrolls series to TV shows like The Vampire Diaries, these creatures of the night continue to fascinate and entertain. The online realm also birthed vampire subcultures and role-playing communities, allowing fans to immerse themselves in the mysterious world of the undead. From ancient folklore to modern-day media, vampires have evolved into multifaceted beings that represent our deepest fears and desires. Their allure lies not only in their supernatural abilities, but in the profound questions they raise about mortality, morality, and the human condition. Despite their fictional origins, vampires remain a timeless symbol, immortalized in the annals of popular culture and forever etched in our collective imagination. As we close the chapter on our exploration of vampires, remember that while these creatures might not roam our streets, their legacy endures in the hearts of those who continue to be enthralled by their tales. And perhaps in some dark corner of the world, the shadows still harbor a creature that embodies the eternal struggle between light and darkness, a creature that will forever haunt the human psyche. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey into the world of vampires. Stay tuned for more explorations into the mysteries that shape our reality and our imagination. If you enjoyed our content, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'd also love to hear your thoughts in the comments.